Today we're jumping straight into one of the most exciting things coming with version 3.0. And if you've been wondering why the devs have been teasing this Tunability stuff nonstop, well, it's because it's actually a complete game changer. I've been digging into it for days, talking with folks in the community, checking leaks, checking official notes, and honestly, this whole system is way deeper than I expected. So, let's break it all down in a way that actually makes sense. You know that feeling when a new character drops and you're not ready? Let's make sure that never happens again. Black Friday sale is live on Loot Bar from November 25th to December 2nd. Don't miss out. Save up to 23% on Loot Bar, your trusted and secure top-up site for weathering waves. Enjoy fast delivery in just 5 minutes. They are top-rated on Trustpilot and secured by PayPal. Take a look at this comparison between the cost of a stripe from Loot Bar and then from the game's top-up store. If you're new, then don't miss out. You can claim amazing coupon, which grants up to 10%. How to use it? It's simple. Choose the pack you want and you'll receive the stripe within 5 minutes. Loot Bar keeps the account information safe, so you need not worry about anything. Click the link in the description and pin comment to start saving with Loot Bar today. So let's talk Tunability. The whole thing revolves around this idea of an enemy's Offtune level. Think of it like you're slowly knocking an enemy out of rhythm with each hit. Hit them enough, max out their Offtune gauge, and boom, they slip into what the game calls a Misune state. That's the moment when the enemy stops trying to be a tough guy and actually becomes vulnerable. And this is where the fun begins, because attacking them in that state triggers a ton break, dealing extra damage and resetting their rhythm back to 0. For normal mobs, this pretty much happens naturally as you just do your thing. But for high-tier foes, especially those annoying boss echoes that think they're better than everyone else, this system becomes super important. And trust me, once you get used to controlling their rhythm, those fights feel so much smoother. Now, high-tier enemies, this is where things get spicy. Once these bosses reach Misune state with max Offtune, you don't just get a damage window, you get to manually activate a town break skill. And this skill is nasty in the best way. Big damage, reduced vibration strength, interrupting attacks. Basically, you press a button and tell the boss, sit down, we're not done talking. It even shatters their defense before resetting their Offtune. The devs definitely want us to play more actively with enemy flow instead of just face-tanking everything. Alright, now here's where the hype levels go up. New Resonators. Lynae and Mornye. Seal and a few other reliable leak groups are all pointing to the same thing. These two characters are literally built to work with the Tunability system. Their kits revolve around Offtune buildup, Misune triggers, ton break setups, all of it. So, if you want to stay ahead of the curve in 3.0, these two are the ones to watch when their banners drop. And speaking of banners, let's get into them. Starting with Phase 1, Lynae. She's a Spectro pistol user and honestly, she's one of the coolest mechanic style supports we've seen. Her entire kit is like a puzzle wrapped inside a QT window. She basically has this liberation mechanic, which is like a rhythm-based sequence where you break special parts of bosses to build up stacks. Do it right, and you trigger a special high-damage animation. Feels kind of like landing a perfect parry in other games. You know you did something skillful. Bosses come with multiple weak parts, but smaller enemies? They only get the one headshot zone. Poor guys. According to everything right now, Lynae is self-sufficient, Offtune focused, and just ridiculously good for players who don't have a million premium units. Her best current team looks like Lynae, Shorekeeper, and one of your Resonance library buffers, Changli, Yinlin, or Jinshin. And honestly, since most players already have at least one of those early units, she ends up being super free-to-play friendly. By the way, Phase 1 reruns include Cartithia and Sayakona, so if you missed either of them, this might be your shot. Before we go to Phase 2, if you're enjoying these breakdowns, feel free to subscribe. It helps more than you think, and it motivates me to keep making these deep dives for you. Plus, I read every comment, so I really feel like we're building a little corner of the community here. Now, Phase 2. Mornye. And listen, I know people love to exaggerate, but I'm telling you right now, she is not just another release. She is the center of an entire mechanic shift. Mornye is a 5-star Fusion Broadblade support who introduces Fusion Burst. This mechanic basically transforms fusion from a straightforward damage element into a coordinated, technical combo style. And here's where it gets wild. Rumors suggest that her release will line up with the rover finally unlocking their fusion abilities. If this is true, Mornye is the exact partner rover needs to climb back to the top. My personal prediction? Fusion might end up being the most fun element in the game for people who enjoy fast, reactive combat. Phase 2 reruns include Augusta and Yuno, so fusion teams are about to get a lot of love. Now, let's talk exploration, because we are getting a completely new map, Startorch Academy. This place is not your typical anime academy. It's actually a research institute planted right at the Arctic point of Solaris. Because of ancient pole shifts, a huge underground cavern turned into a warm, humid environment over time. Now it's basically a giant oasis where researchers gather and resonators live their best nerd life. Every time the game gives us a weird, lore-rich area like this, I end up spending more time exploring than I do progressing the story. No shame. So, what do you think? Are you pulling Lynae, saving for Mornye, or trying to grab both? And how do you feel about the Tunability system? Personally, I think once players get used to it, boss fights are going to feel way more dynamic. Alright, wrapping it up here, 3.0 looks like a proper evolution of the game, not just another patch. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the breakdown, please consider subscribing and drop a comment on who you're planning to pull. May your pulls be gold, and I'll catch you in the next one.